"You may now kiss the bride." The pastor smiled, but all he could hear was her voice, eyes locked, heart frozen. The moment Claire stepped onto that wedding stage, holding the mic like it was her last defense, the entire room felt it. Her dress wasn't glamorous, her makeup wasn't flawless, but her presence, it stole the air. The groom flinched, only for a second, but she saw it. So did the bride, and so did every soul in that room. Claire had been asked to sing, a sweet surprise by the groom's family. A special request, they said. They didn't know, no one knew. Not even the bride. Only he did. 3 months ago, they were planning a future together. Then, in one cold, cowardly text, he disappeared. No explanation, no closure. Just silence. And now, here she was, invited to sing at the wedding of the man who ghosted her, to the woman he left her for. The piano started, her voice trembled, but not from fear, from restraint. She scanned the room, paused for a breath, and began. The first few notes were soft, familiar, a gentle lullaby everyone expected. But then came the shift. I loved you in the silence, when no one else could see. I held your broken pieces, while you ran away from me. People blinked, the bride tilted her head, the groom's jaw tensed. Claire continued, eyes now wide open, her voice rising with fury and ache. You promised me forever, then vanished like a ghost. Now you stand there smiling, but I know who hurt you the most. Gasps swept through the crowd like wildfire. A bridesmaid covered her mouth. Someone in the back whispered, "Is this part of the song?" But Claire never stopped. The words sliced the air with precision, not rage, but truth. You said I wasn't ready, that I'd never be your bride. But here I am, still standing, with nothing left to hide. The groom's face turned pale. The bride's eyes darted toward him, confused, then hurt, then trembling with realization. He tried to step forward, to stop her, but the mic, her voice, was louder than any apology he could muster. What they didn't know was the backstory behind her song. Claire had loved him through every season, from ramen dinners and rent struggles to job interviews and panic attacks. She held him when he wept over his father's funeral. She celebrated when he landed that big promotion, but the moment he rose, he vanished. No goodbye, no fight, just blocked calls and a status-changed relationship post with someone new. This bride. Claire had cried for weeks, until the invitation arrived. She laughed at first, thinking it was a cruel joke, but it wasn't. He really thought she would perform, like she was nothing more than background music to his betrayal. But Claire made a choice. If she was going to sing, she would be heard. Back on stage, her voice soared higher, bolder. I hope she knows your secrets, the ones you tried to hide. How you hated confrontation, so you let the good ones die. The room turned icy. Guests began shifting, murmuring. The bride clutched her bouquet tighter, breathing shallow. Claire looked directly at her now, not with blame, but with something purer, compassion. This isn't just a heartbreak, it's a lesson dressed in white. He runs from what is honest, but truth will find the light. A tear rolled down her cheek, but she wiped it with grace. The final note lingered like smoke in the air. Silence followed. Then, scattered claps, unsure, uncomfortable. And then, a roar of applause from the back. One by one, people stood, not in pity, but in awe. Claire stepped off the stage. Her eyes didn't look for him anymore. She wasn't here for revenge. She was here to reclaim herself. As she passed the bride, their eyes met. And the bride, silent and shaken, nodded. Not with anger, but with a quiet, painful gratitude. She had just seen a side of the man she thought she knew. The wedding never continued. The kiss never happened. The guests quietly dispersed. And the groom? He stood in the center of the chaos he created, alone, with nothing but echoes of the voice that once loved him. Claire walked out, free, not bitter, not broken, but reborn. Her song wasn't revenge, it was released. Because sometimes closure doesn't come in silence. It comes in a song. Before we wrap up, we'd love to know, where in the world are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments, and let's see how far this story has reached. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button for more videos.